How you doing? How you doing? I'm your handsome slender host, Christopher Dylan Williams, and this is the Christopher Williams Show podcast. Today, we're going to talk about Mr. Shedeur Sanders. As you know, he has been drafted um, to the Browns, Cleveland Browns, the number 144th pick in the fifth round. So this is a video for Nightcap. I do not own the rights to this video. I'm just reacting to this video, and then I'm gonna give my synopsis for this as well. So enjoy.
Rumor assassin, multiple team owners ordered their coaching staff to remove Shedeur from their draft board.
Would that be called collusion? I'm just curious. Would that be called collusion or no?
Hold on, let me finish.
Okay.
Rumor said they took him off, and they took him off because the owner said, take him off. I don't want that guy. No. If I say, Joe, if I own a restaurant, I say, Joe, and Joe's the head chef. Joe, I don't want you to sell lobster. Okay, there's another owner that has a seafood shop. Joe, I don't want you to sell lobster. No. You hear reports. He didn't take it as serious as he needed to.
Big ideas don't come easy. But when you get one, use that.
I don't look at the end of the day. For me, let's just say everything everybody's saying is true. Ocho, I really don't know what else to add. I think the thing is that sometimes, maybe he looked at it like, my dad, the Giants asked the dad for an interview. Time asked him, say, when y'all picking? Like, we picking 16. Time said, I ain't gonna be there when y'all pick, and got up and walked out. But you're talking about a transcendent. You're talking about a historically great player. Everybody can't do that. Remember, we talked about it 2 years ago, 2 years ago, Ocho, about Marvin Harrison Jr., how he didn't work out, he didn't do nothing. I said, Ocho, everybody can't do that.
Nah.
You got to be legit, beyond legit in order to pull a punch like that, or they will humble you. They will. And so look, Ocho, unless you get people that was making those decisions and ask them flat out, it says, what was it about Shedeur that you didn't like? And why didn't you select him such and such, such and such? Other than that, it's all going to be speculation. I worked with Boomer for a decade.
We done been around the game too long now. We done been around the game too long. You know what it was.
Do I believe people told Boomer that? Yes, I do.
Yes, of course. It's the same thing I said. We've never seen anything like that before. For someone to be graded that high on draft boards throughout the entirety of not just the season, but right before the draft, and all of a sudden to go in the fifth round. I never said it was anything about race. Forget race. Throw race out the door. I'm talking about the humbling process. I'm talking about the collective decision of collusion amongst those. You know what? The Sanders family is different. The Sanders family is different.
I think
it's different.
Let me ask you this, Joe, before you go. Let me ask you this, Ocho. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, we say graded. We're talking about Mel Kiper grades, Todd McShay grades.
Yes.
We're talking about Peter Schrager. We're talking about Lou Riddick. We're talking about Bucky Brooks.
Mm-hmm.
What about the team grades? Those are the grades that we need to see. Because at the end of the day, the people that grade that we read, the Mel Kiper, the Todd McShay, the Peter Schragers, and this one and that one, they don't make no decision. So in other words, Joe, I need to see the grade that the 32 teams had on Shedeur. And now, because what if they had him a middle round draft pick, a late round draft pick?
The devil is a lie. The devil is the devil is alive.
We'll never
Listen,
know. We'll never
listen.
know.
The scouts, Mel Kiper, Lewis Reddick, and everyone else who's been doing this for eons of years have the same eyes, the same set of eyes that the GMs and the scouts have. Now, if you watch shedeur, and a lot of people on Twitter and he's not that good, man. What are we talking about? Are you watching the game of football? I've been watching for a very long time. Actually, since I was 4 years old. Matter of fact, I played the position who had to catch the ball from the goddamn quarterback, so I know what it looks like when a quarterback's actually decent. Come on,
I think it's gonna work out for him, man. I think, like I said, all the talk about all this, the fact that he got an opportunity, Uncle Ocho, I think he's gonna take full advantage of it, man. And it looks like he may get a chance sooner than later. What I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes, man,
I hope so. But
this might not be a bad thing, man.
Joe, sometimes
I know it might not be a bad thing.
I agree. Sometimes.
So guys, so I won't get sued. Basically, I did it that way. I guess I cut the video off for a little while. Listen, what happened in this situation was buck breaking. They blackballed him because of who Dion is. Shedeur comes from money. He's a black, educated man who's successful. See owners like the broken homes, the single mother story. But when his dad is a Hall of Famer, a 2-time or 3-time Super Bowl champion, was successful as a college coach at the HBCU, then brought 111 Colorado to 9-4 last year. See, they hate to see us successful. They hate to see us doing well in life. In life, you're always going to have haters. You're always going to have people who do not like you because of your success. See, the owners got together and they did a classic buck breaking. Basically, they blackballed Shedeur, and they used him as what do you call it? As not just with popularity, but they used him as a pawn, so they can get ratings, so people can watch the draft. But they say, oh, he was at his interviews, he did terrible. He was too cocky. He was too much. Listen, Johnny Manziel took all the drugs in the world, partied, then look at his playbook, had all the talent in the world, and he went first round. Look at Baker Mayfield. He was cocky. He touched his area for other people in front of kids. And that's crazy. That's crazy how much people are blackballed. It's crazy how much our people have to go through for that. And it's sad. Almost 95% of us are in the NFL. But see, they make it seem like a slave plantation. What are our size? How much weight are you? All of that. And it's crazy, like we can't take a break. Why are you hating on Shedeur Sanders? He did nothing to you. See, there's something between the difference between confidence and arrogance. Arrogance is when you think about, oh, it's me. Oh, I did this. But confidence is knowing whose you are and knowing who you belong to, which is Jesus Christ. A lot of people's demons, they get upset with that. Oh, he's so cocky. Oh, he's doing the most. No, he's not. He's being himself. He's being himself. And that's what makes the difference. Shedeur didn't deserve that. But people think that they can push you around, take your spirit. But when you have God, nothing's gonna stop you. Nothing's gonna stop you. You're protected by the Holy Spirit. Nothing's gonna stop you. Nothing's gonna stop you. But what they did Shedeur was wrong. It was just hating. And it's crazy. In life, you have to have haters. You have to have people that really hate you. And that's when you know you're actually in your purpose. If people not hating on you, you're not in your purpose. Because even when you're trying to do the right thing, there are always going to be people trying to sway you on the wrong path. That's what happens in life. But Shedeur will be a success. Look at the depth chart, right? Deshaun Watson, as talented as he is, or talented as he was in legal trouble. He tore his Achilles. Joe Flacco is 40. Yes, he balled at a high level last year and sent the Browns to playoffs. But he's aging. And then I really don't understand why they drafted Dylan Gabriel, the guy who transferred from UCF and went to another place as well, went to Oregon, then went to Oklahoma as well. That didn't make any sense. And then you draft Shedeur. But at the end of the day, I think Shedeur will be the starting quarterback. He has the size. He's 6'3", 215. He has the size. He has the dynamics. But like I said, guys, in life, people are always going to hate on you. People are always not going to appreciate you of who you are. And it's a sad reality. And when we get away from that, and when we are really hating on somebody because of their success, because we're not doing well in life, that's our fault. That's not their fault. Shedeur is confident, not arrogant. There's a difference. If he was arrogant, we would have known. But when somebody else does it, oh, it's okay. Oh, that's confidence. No. Oh, or when Dion said, my kid's not going anywhere. Archie Manning did it with his kids. He did it with Eli when he wasn't going to the Chargers. Then he went to the Giants and miraculously won and beat Brady 2 times. That's crazy. But Shedeur will be the starting quarterback. Maybe not this year, but next year he will. And he will give Cleveland a championship. So all you haters out there hating, keep hating. That only fuels his confidence. That's okay. But Shedeur Sanders is going to be okay. But this is the Christopher Williams Show. Like, comment, subscribe for the podcast as well. And this is the Christopher Williams Show. God bless. Peace. Love you guys.